can go back to that terminal in the
The waves
commercial
are beginning
building,
to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
Yeah.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
Huh. That's my motor car in the carriage in the... That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way.
Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
I got drunk and apparently drove it in the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
Are you suggesting we honour the carcass of my former motor carriage? She'll be like, no, your career.
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
What an odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world? Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
Alright, I'm in. But organising a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it?
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
It's going to be quite a few years before nature is able to completely take care of a motor carriage. You could always come back in a few months and see if you still want to give it a proper send-off.
Let's focus on things we can actually do, alright?
Absolutely. Things like what, for example?
I'm looking for someone else, actually.
Oh? Who?
I'm not looking for anyone else.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
Oh. I was asked to get your signature. I want to be able to... this is where it'd be kind of like you want to tell her, I was asked to get your signature, but I don't think you should sign it. Like the house has really good access anyway. Hopefully she'll have the brains to say what's it for.
Or are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
It's planning to turn some of the village into a youth centre.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
But what exactly? Oh, good, we get to back out of this.
That Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Don't sign the papers.
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
Yeah. Be seeing you. Hey man with that hair, did you see the upset yesterday? Yesterday? I think everyone just thought Neo was a shoo-in and they didn't need to show up to vote because it would be taken care of. I even said during the week, like, I said to people, because people would, when I mentioned the upcoming matchups, they were like, "Yeah, Neo easy into the final." Like, you got to show up to vote for it, so it's going to be on a low vote day. That's when that's when underdogs make it through. Personally, I think some of the votes were people that want to see Sekiro win, and so voting against the like potential finals competition.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Press play.
The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
This is a human interface. A retired person sitting behind a switchboard somewhere.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Yeah, let's try the password production schedule.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Afterlife death.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. With a quiet determination, the printer starts printing, a piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Read the printout.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Whirl Untethered, a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident.
Super House of Dead Ninjas? I don't think that won.
The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Read about the capital, I want to know about money.
In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished.
Where did they get all the money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Egonian investor. Egonia, a godforsaken and tiny territory in Grad, that has not once but twice wasted its independence on micro-fascism. The less said about Egonia, the better. Matter of fact, let's stop saying things about it right now and continue what we were doing.
Okay, read about the workforce. Who worked there and how long?
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts,
A partridge in a pear tree?
and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Did the radio game need so many?
It didn't.
Didn't need so many concept
No,
artists.
definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skip to work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Wait, who stole the property? Was that the lady down the road? skim through the production schedule, whatever it is.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have bridged the gap.
No, you couldn't have.
What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
Oh.
Not a chance. Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
So what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
Wait, who were these people?
The world had never seen their kind before, and might never again.
How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
Wait, how many combinations could you make out of
Do
that?
you really want to know?
Yeah.
There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Yeah, how bad could it be? What have I done? Ah! Please stop.
And that's it.
Okay, so that's what did them in?
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
The what now? That must be the anomaly Suna mentioned in the church log?
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Igaunian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
And wasn't there a copy of the game, a backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say? Sorry, my fault.
S. Lukinen Kilda, the lead
Suna.
programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
Not very convincing.
Her former colleagues would agree with you. She's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge.
Is there anything else, lead programmer?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read the notes.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Right, tear off the printout and throw it away.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Remove the production schedule.
The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Press play without it.
Nothing happens.
Right,
Something's missing.
Yeah.
There's no tape in the player.
We can go speak to her about that. Or... she said she kept... Oh, I think we found the filament. That one in the ice bear. There is also that other chest, but we can't open that one. So I guess we go speak to the programmer.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge, or the decomposing body in it. The paper still smells of vanilla and... This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it, you slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is... No. If you want to try again...
Let's equip this pry bar and then just see what happens. Let's see what roll it gives us. Probably going to want physical strength too. Physical instrument. Tie give -2 to physical instrument. You're wearing this tie, it makes you weak. Checks out.
This orange machine is dead still.
It
has a hand crank.
That's never gonna happen. At least I can take the wife beater off. Alright. Okay, run down and speak to programmer again. Can I get some... I should have just gone straight down. Yeah. Run all the way left to run all the way right. Just so that we can come down here and run left again. This way? Almost made it partway through the day without Kim.
Yes, what is it?
That 2 meter
The
hole
swallow,
again.
you mean? What about it?
That hole
Yes,
of Daedalus?
that's what led me here. But I great. Thanks. No? Yes.
He must have seen you.
And?
And the Crabman has seen you.
I don't care. I don't care about crabmen. No? Yes.
Seems like you're not worried about
No. You're right. I'm not.
him. There's so many machines in this place.
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. Great.
Well, that's not helping.
The mother of humanism.
Oh, doesn't give us any options. I don't think this lie to the boys. We can't kick her out. We could try to roll it and do fail. And then we go back to them and be like, we tried, we can't do anything. And they'll be like, that sucks. They probably won't do anything. Same address as lead program for its accident was looking for. I wonder if having that announced gives us a dialogue. And by clicking that, that's made him process a thought.
Yes, what is it? I brought them here. These are my... Great.
Yeah. Well, not rolling that. That's locked. Put skill points into suggestion. Not really. It's not my deal. -1. Well. Pretty sure one last stab at these boys, they're going to be like, nope, you go back and help us. And our dude's not competent enough to say, no, I'm done. So we have to leave that one undone, I guess. Try to find out where to move on to.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Mentioned somebody Ecclesiates own the church. Who's that?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Before we go on, what do you mean by meteor?
You know, of Meteo. Concerning Meteo.
Meteo?
Meteo, a country on Muindi. On the Muindi Isla.
One of the poorest of the first world nations today, but once a great ancient civilization. Capital, Tilakos by Percentic.
Founding party, I do know that, but can you refresh my memory?
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know. I can't give you a precise definition, but they're a very powerful religious organisation.
Good. Now let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Yeah, tent full of equipment.
Yes. What?
Nah.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt a little.
Goodbye, officer.
Yeah, we can't help them, I guess. Although, it does make me wonder if we give the envelope to the other lady to sign and then tell her not to. If that means we can go back to Everett and say we couldn't get signatures.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
I think so.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also
Wow.
have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Quite the business venture you've set up here.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
There you go. What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck. And I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise. Sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested to profit.
Yeah.
Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now. I got everyone on my hook.
The hook, where is it? I can't see it.
Looks like you're on your own hook too.
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people.
He has long forgotten what you were talking about.
Why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Let's nod and let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is it?
What?
Keep him talking.
What do you mean by what? What did you think was funny earlier?
This guy, this guy.
Where do you get the bottle of spirits from, you?
Oh, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office.
Wait, how'd you get it from the doctor's office?
I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink. Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
5 lemons, half a pack of butter. It's a good tip.
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of help.
Oh.
Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me £4 to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame taking money for a service that they provide?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead fingers. Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for £3 if you want it.
Don't say it.
Yeah, don't say anything. I think it will prove useful, yes?
£3 and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Done.
Well done. You got it. That's a much more reasonable price right there. Makes sense now.
Here's money for the spirits.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
If you drink this, then you'll die. That's a fact. And that's why we're going to save you from yourself and store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
I want a pack of smokes. Give me smokes.
My kind of guy. Here you go, friend.
I'm off.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back in.
No, I don't think that's true. Here's a tip. If you want more money, sell things for a little bit more. It's going to cost us a health. It's going to give us an intellect, though.
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute. Ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Pull one out of the pack.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
I don't want to light it right now. People light it up.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go. The lighter's dark green disposable plastic. Safety's off. In your case, the safety is always off.
Get that bad boy in the flame and breathe in. It's just a cigarette.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked
cigarettes
down
are bad.
into your
I don't
lungs.
smoke, guys.
Immediately,
They're making
you feel a warm
huge deal about
nostalgia
this.
fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Okay. I mean, I just wanted the 35 experience. Calm down. Wasting my head. Right, we're going to level up. Get our logic on.
Tequila Sunset.
Get his pals to sign Everett's letter. No, Everett will start construction. I don't want to hear the story of his name again. Oh, actually, we can buy a Pilsner from this guy and give it to that guy.
The legend! He's back.
Pilsner.
And for bottoms up, Captain.
Tequila
Hey, sorry, being a buzzkill earlier. I'll supply booze if
Sunset.
you supply stories.
Wonderful.
Here, I got a potent Pilsner.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Go Tappy, is this game everything you hope it to be? I mean, that depends. What do you hope it to be?
This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8,
A replacement for
9
your mother.
months now,
No,
and in that
sorry.
time, I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
You'll settle for a really good game. Okay, so there's a problem. It's not really a game. It's an extremely good story that you get to interact with. On some level. Possibly multiple times.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud in the sudden silence.
Place to call home.
No, Tequila. Most people already know where they live. It's guys like you and me that are the exceptions.
Your lost keys.
Hey, hey! Fuck you, Tequila.
Cryptids?
Magic animals? No, man, this is serious stuff.
Oh, okay, what kind of expeditions?
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
Wait, what do you mean, certain kinds of people?
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections.
What exactly are we talking about here?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me. I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
I can handle.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinez. There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all. Anyway, sometime later, he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
A paradigm-shattering revolutionary?
Yeah.
But then, something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
Wait, nose candy?
You know Tequila, nose candy, the white railroad, party powder.
Right.
He's talking about
Sugar.
cocaine, baby.
Oh. Are you referring to cocaine?
Shit, yeah, Tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
He gives you a comradely bump on the shoulder as a couple millimeters of booze sloshed out of his bottle. So what happened to him?
You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load. Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Right.
Wrong. Do it all the time.
Yeah, all the time?
All day, baby.
Wait, what?
Hey, Tequila, pay attention.
I'm sorry, I was off with the,
The story goes
Sugar
that
fairies.
one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance. An advert so minimal, it contained neither text nor images, just pure white.
Would I say lorry load? No, I'd say truckload. But I'm not. I mean, maybe if you're British or other European might say lorry load.
Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
What a loss for the world of design.
I know, Tequila. I know. But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter-kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
What?
That's almost certainly anatomically impossible. Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
The cocaine skull.
A skull filled with... Yeah.
The cocaine skull.
Wow.
No. Wow.
Wow. And why do people think the skull's here in Martinez?
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began.
Which one's Martin?
And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there.
No, we know Martin Martinez for some reason. We've heard Martin Martinez being said.
Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum. No one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
My only question is, where does one get a shovel?
What do these expeditions plan to do with it?
The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum. The gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market. And the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Yeah, expeditions for 250 grams of coke. That's already been used, but still in good condition, apparently.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
Rosemary, you said something about the Isles?
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no, maybe it was the storm sewers.
What have you learned from the other expeditions? Yeah.
Don't listen to him or his...
No, my grandma...
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich. The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
All right, let's do it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait, what?
Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
Why?
What?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too, yet it is impassable. And second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the Cocaine Skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions. It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
Wait, maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast. Don't give up now.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
Tell me about the cocaine skull.
Right. A story. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke.
A shovel hits the sand.
All
I
kinds.
was hoping there might be
Some of the first time.
There's no way. You know.
I'm not even sure I should. Okay, fine. There was this design.
Nope.
He existed, or I'm
Nope.
told.
Anyway,
Where's
sometime
my
later.
exit
The
clause?
paradigm shattered.
But then something turned. You've got to now.
Wrong. All
Hey, tequila. Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. But the story doesn't.
that's wrong.
That's right. 200. There are those who.
Nope.
Cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull. Here's the. That's why. Or prop.
No, my grandma...
My only question is, where does one...
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
For one, and second, it's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame
Yeah,
of.
damn,
Wait.
that's too bad.
Maybe
Yeah, well, that's
We'll
the
find-
reality.
Are there any more
situa-
stories?
Not that I can think of currently.
I guess it makes sense. You've been drinking a lot.
That might be the case.
Do we have split
Yeah.
personalities? No. All these things that are popping in, like electrochemistry, or where's the other one? Interfacing or anything. They're all the sections that you can put points into. So you build a character with base stats, or choose one of 3 pre-made ones, which gives base points to the stuff in the row. And then when you level up, you can put extra points in it. And then there's this thought cabinet thing, which is pretty cool. But I would honestly suggest, if thinking about, it depends if you want to have multiple playthroughs, but it does random things if you spend time learning them, and there's a penalty to those previous stats to learn them, and then you get an answer to the problem. And some of them are pretty cool, some of them are not so good. There's a lot of them though, but you don't know what you get out of them, so it's kind of trial and error, or I honestly would say use a wiki, because otherwise you're probably going to... Because they cost you a level up to use, and if you want to unlearn them, it costs you another level up to forget them. But yeah, those are... in dialogue, or when you're walking around, there might be a roll check to see if you know, your endurance or drama or composure will see something, and if you pass, your brain talks to you. It's pretty cool. It also does that thing mid-sentence too that can help you up with dialogue or just tidbits of information. Alright, where's this cocaine skull? I didn't even get a quest for it. Oh. Yeah, it's. I mean, having it talk to you to let you know that you triggered something makes sense than just kind of like you're walking around in an RPG and you see the roll check that you spotted something, or when you're talking to someone, you can make a roll check to see if they're bluffing. Like, it just sort of speaks to you naturally. And that's kind of cool.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night.
I found this jacket.
What can I help you with?
But it's filthy. Could you wash it for me?
I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
Yeah, I'll wait.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
I mean, we could have a look at it. I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everett wants to turn part of the village into a little youth centre.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses.
Hey, Friction.
Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Yeah, she read the directions straight up. This game? It's just an RPG. We're playing as a policeman who, a bit of a drunk, and we've got to solve a murder. Although we've kind of solved it, except we can't really do anything about it because of the people are sort of, what's the proper word? I mean, it's kind of like they're above the law. Physically out here, and we have no sort of system to back us up. Hey dude, I got your jacket cleaned.
The legend! He's
Sorry,
back.
Rosemary, I don't need to speak to you.
Tequila sunset.
Alright, here's your jacket, fresh washed.
My jacket?
Yeah, you the one you had me clean the seagull shit off?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
So you're saying this isn't your jacket?
Faum? That's medium concept stuff, not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze. It's fucking with your head.
Wow, that's not his
It
jacket.
becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and
Yeah.
girlfriend. I'm calling it. It's neurological.
Alright, you're lost, dude. I'm keeping the jacket.
That shit is so medium concept, I wouldn't touch it with a stick. But yeah, okay. I'm sure it looks great on you.
Alright, later, dude. Alright, let's have a look at this jacket then. Where is it? Get close. Is this one? Okay, we get +1 pain threshold, +1 half-life, and -1 drama. We could actually use that. Do we get any stats? Sometimes there's dialogue when you put on new clothes. One of the things we need for an intimidation has half-life. Oh, that's the one to boot the girl out of the church. But we're not going to be doing that anyway. So we're wearing something different. Oh no, no. So I don't know what the plan is actually now. We can't prove our authority to Titus. The only thing we could really do is... Interesting. We know we can show the photo of the tattoos to the mercenary out of the strikebreakers, but I don't think that'd be very good for us. I wonder if these guys can help us. Still haven't replaced their missing ball, though.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
That's good, man.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat arse of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that? We didn't replace the bull yet, no. Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are a good guy, officer. I can see that.
Then help him, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
He means caviar socialists.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Odd. He doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here.
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Everett?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on. You don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. There he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue.
What a prick. The officer was addressing me, not you, Capitaine. Where were we?
Where were we? What a joyous way of putting it.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debardeurs all know me.
In many ways.
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll. Just for the little things.
So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before your and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Vezavane. Turns the way the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
What are the little things you do for Everard?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everhart and I had these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's why Gaston isn't a Union member. Everard needs a neutral party to speak his ideas.
I do little things for Everard too. I feel terrible about it.
That's just the way things work around here. No reason to feel bad about it.
You a caviar socialist.
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really something I involve myself in, officer.
How can you write the newspaper pieces if you're not political?
Officer, I have a vivid imagination. And like I said, I have a way with words. That's enough. No need to sink into politics.
He just fluffs it up.
Of course. Don't sink into anything. Don't sink into any fight. Only sink into your couch.
But you need to believe in something. Freedom, the people, Revachol, or even money.
I believe everyone has the right to think and do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if it's nothing at all. I'm very adaptable.
Mon Dieu.
Thank you, officer, for being a consummate professional.
Yeah.
You'll
Hey, that
have
looks
this case wrapped up in no time.
cool. That looks good. Can I have a bite?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
Yeah, fair enough.
The only one you have.
The sandwich looks like a culinary wonder. Well made and abundant in components. The author sure knew their craft. In addition to the obvious slice of ham, a fat one, you notice a brim of a tomato peeking from below. And is that mayonnaise?
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
Fine.
And then it hits you. The brilliant bastard has drenched the entire sandwich in honey mustard. That's incredibly decadent and delicious.
We need the sandwich? Or please, friend, let's just share it.
Fuck off! It's mine!
Oh, rude.
A glimmer of respect flashes in Renee's eyes.
Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
And it's gone.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Yeah. My sandwich.
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
I found your guard booth, Rene.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and Money is tight.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Wait, why are you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business.
Hey, we might get a lead here.
It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
So who's working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
The container yard has been unguarded for a week?
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabiniers' pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Yeah, Everett's not such a bad guy. On some points. But he's generally a dirty jerk on the other ones. There's nothing wrong with tear collecting. It's my side thing too.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yeah, and it keeps rubbish off the planet and the waters and stuff.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
I saw a picture in there. You're in it. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
Oh, come on, René.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it. Cool, thanks.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Yeah, thanks for your time, dude. What did we just get? I don't know what the... Who put clothes in the trash? No, we already knew that one. Huh. We still have to replace Lost Bull. Alright, I'm going to save in there. Time for me to hit the little streamer room. Not much to go on. I'll go see if we can squeeze anything out of Joyce. Well, we tried talking to her earlier and she didn't have anything for us.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I don't think we've got anything in here.
Of course.
Oh.
I am...
Alright, well... Asking about the tattoo's possible meaning. Like... We know who the other dude is. It's the big dude. It's probably the... Replace the Lost Bull. We had a... Oh, I wonder if you can buy back. Hang on. What did we have? We had a... I'm pretty sure we had a shot put. Which is... I don't know. What's... Well, probably heavier, but good enough. And at the time we needed money. I think we did actually look to see if we could buy it back. But no harm in trying again. I don't think that'll help us progress the story at all, but it'll be nice if we can get it back for him.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Get the drugs. Oh, who bought the gun? Okay, maybe we have to find what we sold on the shelf somewhere.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison to the muscular man with antlers and immense
-2 authority. No.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright...
Where's the... Okay, so there's no buyback option.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
I wonder if we put the tape in it if we can sing the karaoke. Let's do it. Nah. They'll have a karaoke machine at night, I'm sure. Oh, it's also her. Let's see if we can speak to her yet. I need to do something behind Lieutenant Kitsuragi's back, sneak out after he's gone to sleep. We've done that a couple of times.
The door is closed. Still nothing.
Man. I wonder if we can go inside this room. Like, we're not paying for it as a room for the night. Oh, we haven't been paying for it and it's open.
The bed is still cold from the broken window.
I don't think we've picked up anything that'll let us get through the door downstairs. Those guys won't talk to us.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple. The door does not. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined. Whatever is behind it must be older.
Oh, hang on. Telling we found the friend?
Hi again, gendarme. You did? And how did you like him? I told you he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Later, dude. How do we get up there? I assume it's that door. And the one inside we can't open. Feels like that. That one we can't do until Kim gets back tomorrow. Let's go show the tattoo to the big guy. He's probably going to punch us. Or worse. But maybe he'll give us something. Maybe he'll give a warning to... Maybe that'll tip him over the edge and he'll threaten Titus. And then we can use that to tell Titus something. Hey, dude.
Right to work! Right to work!
I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos.
Don't think so.
Give him the photo. It was on your colonel.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. Hard as a stone, but beneath it...
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloths?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
There you go, he points to the star.
In what must have been Semonine.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission.
Benital is one of the inhabited islands of the Semonese archipelago near the Pale. Covered in jungle, it was anchor point for the Semonese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory.
He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kipped villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Don't interrupt him.
Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon... At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old.
Ooh.
She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
That's karma.
Something stirs in your stomach.
You were there.
No, I was in the domain, in Jamrock, being a bouncer.
You're not really a scab leader, are you?
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off. But...
You can have that.
Nah, you've earned it.
All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Yeah, exactly, chucking her up. Probably talked to about 2 people for this. I already spoke to 2 people.
Looking for something?